I'm going to be square to home plate when that ball's in the hitting zone. Because my primary responsibility as an infielder is think left and right. I'm going lateral. And the best way I can go both sides is if I'm sitting there and I'm square to home plate when the ball's in the hitting zone. The ball's hit right at me. How do we catch this ground ball? There's three things that I have to do to catch this ground ball. The first thing, it's hit right at us, and I get a little wider than I was. My wide base, his wide base were two different wide bases. His was a little bit more narrow. I got wide. For me, the wider the better. Why am I getting wide? I'm comfortable. I feel rock solid in this position. I'm in an athletic position. Second thing I must do is this backside must go down. Why? Look at my head. My head stayed in that position looking this way. That's where the ground ball is coming from. So if I'm wide, my rear end goes down, my head stays up. I can see everything in front of me. Third thing that has to happen is my hands have to go out in front. Why do my hands go out in front? It's the same as catching a fly ball in the outfield. I can see the ball and I can see my glove at the same time when I'm in this position. I've heard things about triangles in infield. Make a triangle. I've heard those. And this is exactly what I did. Point, point, point. I have a triangle right here. But what I did is I gave you the reasons why you get in this position and you form the triangle. If I don't get wide, okay, it's hard for me to get my rear end down. It really is. Then I'm going to have the tendency to bend this way. As soon as I bend this way, my head's going to go down this way, and I can't get my hands out in front. There's no way I can track the ball this way. I can't even see up there. It'd be uncomfortable. So the first thing we have to do when the ball's hit at us, boom, is we have to be wide. Second thing, this thing's got to go down. The third thing is the hands are out in front.
When you're teaching and you're talking about wide, make sure they understand what your terminology in wide means. It could be as narrow as your shoulders. It could be a lot wider. But ordinarily, I would use your shoulder width as your starting point for the basis for that.